it was the Almighty God who made the sun. And it did it in order for us to go through a whole rigmarole of breaking through dark matter. Because it's only the dark matter, and while we're breaking through this dark matter, it is painful. Let's get down to some nitty-gritty today. All matter now the key word in there is matter. If you have a carbuncle, if you have a boil, and finally it comes to a head, what comes out of it? Matter. Pus. Junk. So when we are all matter, all mind, there is no pus hanging around. Get this clear. There is no pus hanging around. But when we have pus within us, this is why we cannot get the answers we're looking for. So we have to go through a complete metamorphosis, a complete change in order to bring this very simple situation into existence. So where our spiritual friends abode or live, everything is good, because there is no matter. And the truth lies within us, but there is so much matter, so much pus in us, corpus in us, that we can't get to the truth. We have to be restructuralized. We have many parts that came into existence in order to get us through this risk system, or the Dark Ages. And the Dark Ages are important because when a new nation has to be born, it can be born only by going out to vanquish, to conquer the darkness. And from the darkness comes the light. Now listen carefully. And the darkness comprehended it not. Meaning, but once you conquer the darkness or the dark matter into light, the dark matter can never take it back. That's what that means. Now remember, the dark forces are still there. And some of these dark forces, instead of keep on going, instead of keep on struggling to bring this thing to a final conclusion, we have many people who have taken on the dark forces and used them for their own personal gains. Oh yes, you can do a lot with the dark forces, but it is not progress. And how do the dark forces work? Listen carefully. Listen to what I say now, the dark forces. It is not impossible for God to do all things. You notice the double negative? Not impossible. But a self-centered person says, it is possible for God to do all things. The difference. You get it? So listen to these people out there, and you will hear the double negatives right along. Listen to them.
Are the dark forces, D-A-R-K, forces.
I said, yeah, I know. Black matter. Black matter. And this is what we do. This is our job. Go out and conquer, vanquish the dark matter. Because in that dark matter, there is a good. Let us take the good out of the evil, which is the dark forces, and let us build a new nation. We can now be thankful that we have almost captured the daylight. In other words, prior to this, the dark forces were in control. Now, because we have gathered here so many weeks, the dark forces are no longer in control. The light, 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 light. L-I-G-H-T. And this is what we need, is the light. And this is what we're going to get. So without any further ado, please enjoy your ravioli, and please understand as to why we are holding this memorial. Yes, we have turned the night into day. And that's quite a feat. Quite a feat. Quite a feat. Light sees nothing but the G-O-O-D. The good that comes out of the evil or the dark forces. You have to change the day and night. Now what we have done, or are doing here, is going through this metamorphosis so the day will control and not the dark. Now if you look at those horns there, you will see that we still will have to go through the valley of darkness. And in order to go through the valley of darkness, we have to grab the bull by the horns. So, all this takes time and understanding. But remember, it is the dark matter that gives us the information, but unless we become aware and take the bull by the horns and direct it in the right places, the night forces will not give up. Oh, they're tough people. They're tough. This will take place. We, in Self Center, recognize that it is the light that controls.
Joe,
For the good. Because everything is dark forces. See, the time comes when seasons change, then we have to go out and cut into the dark matter. And when we say, see, saw, see, saw. You ever tell me your kids to work on it, see, saw. Is what I see, is what I saw or cut into. Until I reach a particular mark which says period at the end. Now, the other night I was watching a movie, one of these CIA movies, and I saw something that was very intriguing. Some person got infected and he picked up some particular bug. And what the lab did was take this bug that was running all over the place, and then they made a circle. And the bug couldn't get out of the circle. It was encircled. And that's the same with us. We have a circle. Can it be? Now this is also my question. Can it be blue? Because look, in all these little ditties, there's more wisdom than you think. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep are in pasture and the cows are in the meadows or the dump, either way. Got it? Can it be there's some sort of a blue line up there in us, inside of us, tells us you have seen, saw. You have seen and you have cut. Now, it's at the end.